Hey guys, so here is part 2 for what if Goku was a reincarnation of Whis. So let's hop right into it. So we left off last time with Goku going to train with Master Roshi. So Goku goes to to start doing his training as Master Roshi introduces him to one of his new students, which is obviously Krillin. So Goku is quite interested with Krillin as he had never actually met a monk before or any other boys around his age, so it was quite cool to get to socialize and make friends. Krillin thought to himself, this boy is a little bit weird and he looks quite different because of his white hair. Krillin had also never seen anyone with a tail and white hair, so he was quite intrigued by that. So Roshi then tells them to get right into training. So Goku is able to learn everything that Roshi teaches them very quickly. Basically, minutes after Roshi would show them a move, Goku would be able to copy it down mere minutes after. Of course, Krillin, since he had normal human potential, wasn't able to move as fast. But what was more shocking to Roshi is the fact that Goku was able to teach Krillin how to do these moves much more effectively than even Roshi could, showing how much better of a teacher that Goku was, as he was able to exactly tell Krillin what he was doing wrong and exactly how to improve it, which allowed Krillin to become much better, much faster. So Roshi notices this and thinks that there's really not much he'll be able to teach this boy after maybe a few months. So due to this, he might have Goku teach Krillin so that he can also work on his skills in teaching others, and so he can become a much more well-versed martial arts master. So eventually a few months pass and Roshi tells Goku that he has taught him everything he can teach him. And Roshi then says his final task is to teach Krillin all that he has learned, as now Goku manages to teach Krillin a lot more, and actually, because he's a reincarnation of Whis, manages to add his own unique spins, making Master Roshi's martial arts even more improved, allowing Krillin to dodge attacks and come up with much more tactical ways to fight enemies much stronger than him, which is very impressive, especially at Goku's young age. So now, after this, Roshi asks him what he's gonna do now, as Goku explains how he wished on the Dragon Balls for a button that would teleport him to the wisest person in the world, as Roshi knew that this was Kami he was talking about, as Roshi thinks that this might be a good idea, as Kami might have a lot more to teach him. As now, Goku presses the button and he gets teleported directly towards Kami's lookout, saying goodbye to his friends, as he will see them again at another day and time. So now Goku arrives on Kami's lookout, startling Kami, who did not expect this to happen. As he had been observing Goku for a while, he knew who the boy was, and then says, "I can only guess why you're here. You're here for one reason and one reason only, to learn and to train, isn't it?" As Goku then nods excitedly and then says, "You got me right, old man. Let's get to it." So Goku now spends his time on Kami's lookout, learning from Kami different secrets and tricks. He learns about senzu beans and how they work and how to plant them, and he learns more about how the world functions and a lot more martial arts skills from Kami. He learns a lot more fundamental rules about the world and the different realms that they have, such as Otherworld, and the different Kais that Kami knows of, such as King Kai. As Goku is quite intrigued to learn all this information and actually takes it all in very quickly and is happy to be able to know all of this. And then Kami says, "You know, Goku, maybe in a few years you could take my job and become the Earth's new guardian." As Goku isn't actually against the idea, as it kind of reminds him of a position he had in his other life, even though he does not know that he's a reincarnation. So the job kind of appeals to him in this scenario, as he would have access to much more information and would be able to talk to other beings from other realms. So now, Goku then finishes learning from Kami and learns quite a bit about the way the world works and about different people he can contact. As now Kami then says, Anyway, there's one important training you must go through in order to test your resolve, and that's training in the time chamber. As Kami explains how it's a year of training in an excruciating environment that gets extremely hot, extremely cold, and it's hard to breathe. And there, one day on the outside is 1 year on the inside. As Kami explains that no one has ever managed to last a whole year. As Goku then says, I'll give it a try, as he then walks in. So, hours pass and Kami is surprised that Goku has not left yet. Months on the inside trickle by and by. And eventually, Kami actually thinks that Goku might not have survived, as Goku is now months ahead of the last record of the longest person to stay in this chamber. So, as Kami goes to check inside the chamber, he sees Goku peacefully meditating and basically just chilling there, as Kami is in shock. As Kami waits for the whole year to pass, eventually once the year passes, Goku simply walks out with barely any scratch on him and then says, well, did I do it? And Kami is surprised, as he now knows that this boy has more to him than meets the eye. As Kami then says, I think there is someone who might be even better at teaching you, because your skills are not of this planet. As he then sends Goku to train with King Kai. This early in the series, as Kami then explains to Goku, King Kai has the ability to observe the workings of the entire universe. This will be very helpful for you, as he might know more about your unique capacities, and he might know people all around the universe who might be similar to you, or he might even know how to train you even better than I could. So I'll be leaving you in his capable hands. So they first take Goku to Otherworld, and Goku talks to King Yama, who strikes a liking to Goku, as King Yama says that Goku reminds him of someone, an angel that he met a long time ago. As this actually makes Goku smile a bit, as now they send him on his way around Snake Way. So originally it took Goku around a year, but I'll say since this point Goku's a boy, and Goku hasn't really trained to like run faster or to fly really. It takes Goku, I would say, a year and 4 months, as Goku is really just looking around and exploring. He even takes a detour and falls down from Snake Way just to see what's down there. Of course, there's no enemy that can actually stand up to him, as he can dodge every attack. As eventually he makes it back, all the way back up, as he then meets King Kai. King Kai then says hello to Goku, feeling his energy and noticing that it's not normal, as it can't be sensed by normal mortals, and it's quite similar to the key that destroyers and angels have, which then keys King Kai in that there's much more to this boy than meets the appearance. As King Kai then searches for people, like creatures with the same characteristics as Goku, as he sees that Goku can dodge any attack and has an interesting white hair, as he realizes that he exhibits the features of angels, as it surprises him. As King Kai then says, okay, assuming you have the similar abilities as these guys, I'll teach you how they work. So first of all, they have a staff, and these staffs are given by either the Grand Priest, and the Grand Priest gives it to every single one of his kids. So they are summoned if the angel that the staff is meant for meditates and concentrates on the staff, and it will appear in his hand. As Goku sits down and meditates and thinks, and just like magic, when he opens his eyes, his staff from his old life is in his hand, shocking King Kai even more, and showing to him that there is actually something going on here. As King Kai decides to show him a lot more techniques that would be able to fit his divine side, as he then says, Okay, Goku, the first technique you will be learning is the Kaioken. Meanwhile, the Peel-Off gang, who were not even able to land a scratch on Goku, were very annoyed by this, as then they steal a rice cooker and release Piccolo from his chambers, and they explained to Piccolo what had happened and what was going on, what a being that none of his enemies could even hit. As Piccolo realizes that this might be more than just a joke, he decides to gather the Dragon Balls and find a way to stop this untouchable threat. That's where I'll be leaving things off for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you all later.